What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Into My GT Entertainment, and I am Joel. Nice to see you on this lovely, I'm talking about pretty day out here that I'm not enjoying too much. But anyway, it is a nice 70 degrees here in Richmond, and I thought, hey, I haven't thrown out a video here in a couple days, a week, or whatever it's been. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one on the exhaust I got put on the car. And like I said, I couldn't do the video on the actual exhaust because I had stuff going on in the shop. I don't know if they wanted me to take video of everything that they were doing. So from that point on, I will show you, at least give you some revs here anyway. So on with the intro. Alright everybody, so there is Wasp in the garage. I'm going to go ahead and give y'all a cold start in normal mode with the new exhaust put on there. Just to refresh your memory, it has Cook's long tube headers going into now a HH pipe from Lethal Performance, which is also a Corsa, going into the active Corsa exhaust. So it's 3-inch all the way down. So I have full exhaust on this car now, and tell me what you think it sounds like at the startup. Alright everyone, that was a cold start in normal mode. So I'm going to go ahead and cycle through the modes that are on the car now, which will be quiet, back to normal, sport, and track mode. So I don't want to disturb too many people, but I'll give you a little bit of revs on each one also. So we're going to go ahead and get it started, and we'll go ahead and do quiet mode first. And before anybody says that my exhaust is crooked, yeah, I know. I'm gonna take it back up there and get them to sort that out a little bit. The day I picked it up, it was running late and I didn't have a chance to really sit down with them. But it's a little higher on one side than the other, which is, for OCD, drives me crazy. So we're going to go ahead and probably get that fixed sometime this week, but that still does not take away from the sound. So I'll let you at least listen to that. And I don't know if you noticed, when the car gets into its prep mode, initializing, whatever you want to call it, you hear the valves open and close. Just search it by the web and everything else. They say that's a natural thing. It's supposed to do that. Maybe I didn't hear it on the other ones because of the different exhaust, the factory exhaust, but it, you know, it primes the fuel pump and it checks the exhaust. So I guess we're okay there. But at no further ado, my friends, here comes quiet mode. So yeah, guys, that is from quiet to track. I put in the little sections right there where it went from quiet to rec to normal to sport and to track, so that way you could kind of see the sound difference in there. And I'll get you some more clips of me actually driving the car. I don't have anybody to help me, so I don't really have a place where I can run it back and forth at the moment. So I will get you that with the car in motion. Let me show you what they look like on the car. As you can see, he has them pretty much tucked in. They are even front to back, but the top to bottom, I spoke with them actually just a few minutes ago, and they're gonna go ahead and see if they can square it up. They said they had trouble with this side, so maybe they'll even it out on both ends, or at least get a happy medium. But for the most part, that's what it looks like. They sound great. Like I said, they look even better just because it's not chrome anymore, or that metal color. So as you can see, the Corsas are now on there. And just for those that didn't know, I did put in the Diodynamics reflector lights. As you can see, those are on right now. I got the new side markers and the front side markers also, and some fog lights. This is what it looks like during the day. Looks pretty mean now. Like I said, I think it was always missing the fog lights. So, you know, like I said, the RTRs were my substitute for it, but now they actually came out with some fog lights for it, and I think they look wonderful, and they work great too. So haven't had any complaints with it quite yet. So she's coming along. All right, so the next thing in store for Wasp. At the moment, I have a set of front and rear sway bars. Kind of like what Brandon put on his car, but mine are a different set. They're still Steeda, but they're different than what he put on. Basically the same thing. I think the front's different, or the rear's different, and the front's exactly the same. So that's the thing. Parts can go from one car to the other, you know? So that'll probably be the next thing I put on the car. Waiting on the Whipple. Still trying to get all that hammered out. So waiting on that to show up. So once that shows up, I'll definitely show you all that. And then the plan is still to put it on at Derek's, but sometimes things change, hopefully not. But like I said, you know, he's got a lot of stuff coming up. He's gonna be traveling, and they're going to Ponies in the Smokies at the end of this month. I'm not going to attend that because I'm in the middle of job hunting, so that's kind of my priority at the moment. But with that being said, I had an interview today that I think went rather well. So maybe in a couple days I'll find out something and we could start playing around again, because it felt like a good interview. So we'll see how it ends up for real. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. That's all I can say. While I'm sitting here in the garage with Storm, or Stormy, or whatever Pam wants to call it this week, I call it Storm. So what do you think about the RTRs on this? Those are the ones that I took to Mustang Week on the yellow car. As I was saying, everything that I have is interchangeable. So what do you think that looks good on there? And what do you think should be maybe a different? Should I get a brighter set? Should I go back to the one of the old ones that I had on here? What is y'all's opinion about that? Because like I said, I kind of like this look. I kind of like the way these wheels look on this car. But that's just my opinion. Kind of biased. Oh, just to make fun, my exhaust isn't the only thing that's crooked. Must be something with Corsa. I put that on a little cockeyed myself. But I have another sticker, so I'll probably fix that later on down the road. And good old Nightwing. She got a little dirty this week. It rained and she was outside. So it's an unforgivable task, but you know, sometimes it does happen. We're getting into that spring weather around here. It's going to be pollen everywhere here shortly. But what do you think of Nightwing? She, excuse me, he is still one of my favorite cars. I love driving this thing. I think it looks great. It runs fine. You know, it's got everything that I want out of it, you know, and it's 511 horsepower. Maybe 530, 540 on E. So, step on up. See where we end up with it. And if y'all are headed to Ponies in the Smokies, you will see Minion out there with Derek and Tyler and possibly Jake. Like I said, they're getting all their stuff squared away for that. Brandon has put new suspension on his car. He's running on coilovers. He's got front and rear sway bars. So it sounds to me that he wants to run the Dragon. I'm not sure, but I'll put the same stuff on my car and I don't want to run the Dragon, so it's all good. But like I said, I think Minion needs a new set of wheels. He's been rocking those for quite a while. He might need to finally bite the bullet and upgrade a little bit. I mean, he does work for American Muscle. I'm sure he could find himself a set. Good old Jeep wagon. That's right. The 2021 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited. Pan's favorite vehicle out of the fleet. She drives this more than anything. She's on the duck crew, obviously, because she's got ducks in her window. And she just fairly enjoys it. We cleaned it up the other day. And it's dirty now, but it's a whole lot better than it was. So, like I said, that is her Jeep. Like I said, if you notice, we got some paint on here that I still got to figure out how to get off. It's down here and all up in the fender wells, because they were painting the lines on the road and she happened to run through it, and well, there you go, right? So we're going to have to figure that out at some point, but hey, it's a Jeep, so it looks like it's gone through some stuff. And the 2021 Ram. Yes, I like this car too. I drive this more than Pam does. Again, it's a little dirty. It's a whole lot of dirty, so I need to buckle down and clean that. Bad thing is, it doesn't fit all the way in my garage, so either the ass has to hang out or the front has to hang out when I clean it or detail it. So that's the only problem with this thing, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen here shortly too, because I'm tired of seeing it dirty. And like I said, I drive it. I need to get it inspected. I think after I get it inspected, I'm gonna go ahead and detail her up. She's got the Hemi in it. It's the e-torque version. It's got an intake in it. Got new running boards, leather seats, tonneau cover, you know, little step, new wheels, the fuel wheels. So I've done a little bit to this too. Oh, the big thing too, the headlights, because it had just the halogen headlights in it before, and I went ahead and one of the first things I did was change to the LEDs. So yeah, it looks much better. It brought it up in time. And then it's got the last fit. It's I think it was 6,000 or 8,000 fog lights too. So it's bright when it's coming down the road. Can't say you can't see nothing now. So that is the vehicles. That is this video. So give me 1 second and I'll close this out. Again, it's a short video. I just wanted to give you all at least some exhaust notes with the new exhaust. Like I said, I kind of didn't have the time to do the whole install thing with it, and forgive me for that. But I'm sure there's 1,000 ways of watching it on YouTube anyway. It sounds great. It sounds good. So Wasp has full exhaust. So once the Whipple gets on there, it's probably going to scream a little bit. So with that being said, let me give you one more look at Wasp here. with the new fog lights and everything. The smoke side markers. She's still fairly clean. I keep her in the garage. Again, a little bit of crooked exhaust if you could see it, but we're going to take care of that tomorrow morning. And then a little crooked sticker. You know, we all a little crooked sometimes. What can you say? So, till the next video, my friends, we will catch you then. Peace out and see ya.